Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I wanna describe about my thesis proposal. My proposal is an analysis of teachers' question in English foreign language classroom. Now I will going to introduce or explain about the chapter 1. Chapter 1 is this chapter introduces the present study and include background of study, research question, reason for choosing topic, significance of study, objective of study and scope of study. It also provides method of study, clarification of term and organization of the paper. And next, after chapter 1, there is background of the study. Background of the study is this is globalization era. English as the world language for international communication is used for communication in many countries. English as an international language is used to communicate, to strengthen and further relationship among all countries in the world. Example, business, science, education, and technology are all fields in which by using English, communicator will be easy to interact, considering the importance of English today. People from various non-English speaking countries, including Indonesia, learn English either as a second or a foreign language. With regard to reason, mostly Indonesian people began to use English in many aspects of their life. Education, for example, from elementary school till college, English is an obligatory subject that students have to learn. And the Indonesian government stipulated law number 20 of 2003 on the national education system. Government and or local government carry out at least one education unit in all educational level to develop into internationally standard education unit. Considered by the government law, and various school, university, and private education college teach English to many Indonesian children with multiple ways out of delivering English. Establishing English classroom. English classroom is not simple job. Teachers should have a special preparation such as teacher competence in approach, method, technique, and media and material of teaching learning in English. Merely those competent students will act differently in attending English classroom because in their non-native language, classroom atmosphere will be different too. Learning environment or classroom setting must be prepared before doing teaching learning in English subject class. There are several factors which influence in teaching English. What material are given to students, how the teacher teach, and how the teacher teaches them, and how the teacher makes students interested in learning English in class. The teacher is supposed to be the who has sufficient knowledge of teaching skill in English in terms of material, strategy of teaching, has sufficient and strategy of teaching and communication ways with students. The teacher who take more part in the teaching learning process. And research question. The study is designed to answer the following question. And what type of questions are provided by teacher in teaching English in 8th grade of junior high school? And what are students respond to the teacher question? Okay, next after the background, we are going to the chapter 2, research methodology. This chapter presents the methodology of research. It will be divided into several sections: statement of the problem, the research methodology, data collection, and procedure. It's like the statement of the problem. In the statement of the problem, the study examines teacher questions in English foreign language classroom. The research problems are formulated in the following research questions. And what type of questions are provided by the teacher in teaching English in 8th grade of junior high school? What are students respond toward the teacher question? And the vocabulary aversion. A person reading vocabulary is all the words he or she can recognize when reading. This is the large type of the vocabulary, simply because it include the other three. And the second one is listening vocabulary. A person listening vocabulary is all the words he or she can recognize when listening the speech. This vocabulary is added in size by context and tone of voice. The third is listening vocabulary. A person listening vocabulary is all the word he or she can recognize when listening the speech. This vocabulary is aided in size by content and tone of voice. And next, speaking vocabulary. A person speaking vocabulary is all the word he or she can use in speech due to the spontaneous nature of the speaking vocabulary. Words are often missed, dismissed, taught, slight, and unintentional may be confessed by facial expression, tone of voice or hand gesture. And next, the importance of vocabulary. Vocabulary is the body of words that make up a language, and the importance of vocabulary in reading comprehension cannot be overstated. Without a good working knowledge of words and their meanings, both written and verbal communication will be poorly understood. Teacher and parent can emphasize reading and verbal interaction with the children to help them build a strong working vocabulary. Thornbury said that vocabulary means a large collection of items. He had that learning vocabulary is important because it enriches someone's knowledge of words. The implies that the success of the learner in the learning language depend on not only the size of vocabulary, but also vocabulary building. 18. Furthermore, Cameron believed that building a useful vocabulary is central to the learning of foreign language at primary level. Building vocabulary means both understanding the meaning of words and learning to decode those words. Thus, the student can also enlarge their vocabulary mastery by using vocabulary building to show important vocabulary how important vocabulary firmly state that vocabulary hold some important role in the teaching learning process. There are as follow: promoting fluency, promoting fluency. In the promoting fluency, students who recognize and understand many words read more quickly and easily than those with smaller vocabulary. And next, boosting comprehension. Boosting comprehension, vocabulary knowledge strongly influence comprehension.